The person who you just saw raging like that is Jonah Campbell. Now, before we begin, I want to credit the GoAnimater wiki for all the information, and credit to many other users for showing all the shit that Jonah did. Though I kind of already know, I've kind of always known all the shit he's done. Alright, so let's get started. Jonah Campbell is a GoAnimater who joined YouTube in 2012. He's extremely infamous for doing a lot of over-the-top wrongdoings, and is often considered to be one of the most controversial and toxic users in the GoAnimate community. He is known for raging at his haters, doing disturbing things, and lying about improving his attitude, only for him to mess up and start acting up again. Zoophilia. Jonah is often considered to be a zoophile. This was revealed when he made a community post about his fictional crushes, and half of his crushes were literal animal characters. Examples: Scar, Muffus, Simba, Diego, and a few others. Due to this, he was intentionally called out and exposed for being sexually attracted to these characters. Perversions, which includes NSFW tweets and bad posts of sexual activity. Jonah is known to be a pervert. One of the reasons being at the time Jonah is known to be a pervert. One of the reasons being that at times he would post NSFW images on his Twitter or X account, DeviantArt gallery, and even at times his YouTube community tabs. One example is that he once posted a picture of Maid Moraine from Robin Hood taking off her top, and it was uncensored, which is against the YouTube community guidelines. Another example is that he once posted a pic of the two main cat characters from Cats Don't Dance having intercourse in the shower, which was already disturbing. A few other examples include him posting a disgusting pic of Diego and Simba in the act of performing a disgusting fetish, and Petunia from Happy Tree Friends showing her uncensored backside, which could definitely justify people calling Jonah Campbell a pervert. The worst example of Jonah being a pervert is that he once admitted on his Furfindia account that he once touched his dad's private parts when his dad was peeing, which further proves that Jonah is an absolute sicko. Harassment and cyberbullying. Jonah is also infamous for being a cyberbully who has antagonized his victims for simply not liking him. Here are some examples of his cyberbullying. Devilish Kindark. Devilish Kindark was Jonah's most notable victim. The reason being that Devilish Kindark cut all ties with him due to Jonah's behavior, and Jonah being himself, he did not like that. In retaliation, Jonah would bully her nonstop and make her life a train wreck, to the point where Kindark would have a breakdown because of Jonah's harassment. Chase the Stick Boy. Chase didn't fully trust Jonah before he was Jonah's friend, and after he stopped being Jonah's friend, he would make some commentary videos on Jonah's father criticizing his son due to his behavior. And after Chase cut all ties with Jonah, Chase made a second video where Jonah's dad put his son in his place and told him off. After Jonah, being Jonah, overreacted over Chase rightfully calling him out, and due to this, Jonah harassed Chase to his alternate account, Cool 1998 and would even share posts that had nothing to do with him. Jonah even went as far as to tell Chase to commit suicide, which is just absolutely tasteless. Camilla Productions. There was a certain time where Camilla and Jonah's worst ever u- There was a certain time where Camilla was Jonah's worst ever user, and due to this, Jonah went all out on Camilla. Not only would Jonah send death threats to Camilla, he would also make a really violent video of Camilla getting tortured at the dentist. Jonah would continue to harass Camilla again and again, and Jonah would even go so far to make a violent video of him killing Camilla, which was very unsettling. Miles Johnson. Jonah would hate on Miles a lot, but one time he would go way too far on him. The time in question is when he made a community post saying, "Should I kill Miles Johnson?" which caused Miles to get very scared, and this resulted to Miles closing down his channel, which caused lots of people to give Jonah backlash due to what Jonah has done. There are many other examples of Jonah bullying people he hates, but those are so far some of the big ones.
Say this. My haters, just because you don't like me doesn't mean you should insult me with videos, because it's cyberbullying. If you make cyberbullying videos out of me, you can get terminated for that. And if your channels get terminated, don't come crying to me, because you put this upon yourselves. And if you don't like my content, you don't have to watch it. Period. So please, leave me alone. I would kindly appreciate it if you bitches would leave me alone, please. Thank you. I don't want to hear another word about me being a zoophile. If you bitches keep calling me a zoophile, then I'll show a bunch of NSFW pictures, straight from Fur Affinity. That's it! I've had it! Fuck you, my haters! Fuck you!
Anger issues. Jonah has a massive problem with his anger. He would rage so many times at his haters and raise his voice and scream at his haters. He would also make videos of him sending angry messages at his haters and him hitting his hand and head on the wall, making him a man-child.
Fuck you.
Alternate accounts of fictional characters. Jonah would create alternate accounts of fictional characters and pretend they are his friends. Examples are Glade Sharp, Dwayne LaFontaine, Cool 1998, Flo, Shad, and Mabel, and they would act exactly like Jonah and have similar opinions. Excuses. Jonah makes invalid excuses of his wrongdoings to make them not look like a big deal when they never work. Here are some more examples. He claims that people are only zoophiles if they are sexually attracted to real-life animals, which is not true in the slightest. He claims that porn being everywhere on the internet is why he posts it on his channel, when that is not valid either. And also, another thing is that one of his channel's rules was no saying the N-word, but yet he said it. And when a user did a commentary on one of his channel rules, and when he got to the part where he said, "Seriously, Jonah, you said the N-word first." Jonah said, "Because my hater said it first," which is once again not valid. Just because your haters say it first doesn't mean you should say it too. Defending bad people. Jonah would defend people who did very bad stuff, who I'm not going to mention them because they're dead topics, but Jonah would make excuses on why they're innocent, when in reality they did some very messed up stuff. Disrespecting 9/11. Jonah Campbell would one time make a Roblox game out of the infamous September 11th attacks, which is something you should never joke about. And in the game, you play as a person who controls an airplane, and you control it by crashing into the Twin Towers. Tyler Skodol Studio would call this out due to Jonah being a heartless monster for joking about a serious topic. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did make sure to hit the subscribe button. Share this with your friends if you would like. And I'm going to go to sleep because it is midnight. In fact, it's actually almost 1 in the morning, and I want to go to sleep. Alright, so good night, and I'll see y'all with another video. Oh, and I will post this video in the morning. Bye bye.